There's famous, and then there's Elvis famous in the 1960s, and you don't even understand what that means. No one understands what that means. And he was the first one to be like that. Imagine that. But just imagine just trying to navigate life as a human being, and you're literally the most desired person to be around alive. Like, you can't walk down the street. People scream and they cheer and they run at you. Women faint, they cry. And there's never been someone like that before. That's what's crazy, because this is the first time you've seen a guy on television, and he's on television shaking his hips. And so they go crazy.
No one ever done that, huh?
No, you never had a pop star on TV shaking his hips like he's fucking? Yeah, it was too much.
Did they cover it up the first time?
I think
on
they
show?
did something where they were upset at him because they didn't know he was going to do it. I think he was actually going to get fined in some places. Like, you weren't allowed to shake your hips like that. Like, this is how crazy being Elvis was. And there was no Elvis before Elvis. That's what's crazy. So he's like this one guy that becomes way more famous than any entertainer ever. And then he's got an evil manager, and then he's doing pills, and then he's just living in paranoia, and the whole world don't make any sense. Nothing makes any sense. It can't make any sense. You have no peers. You have no one around you that's like you, no one around you that can understand you, and you're being protected by some guy who's like siphoning money from you. Well, I think he got into a financial bind, right?
Oh.
Wasn't that a part of the movie? And then he got that Vegas residency. This is Ed Sullivan Show, 1956.
This is the only time. This is the first time his hips show up on the screen. Is 10 minutes into this.
Yeah, he was wiggling his dick too much.
That's all he was doing, though.
That's a lot, Jamie. What do you mean? That's all he was doing. That's offensive.
After this aired, they said they wouldn't air him from the waist down anymore.
Isn't that crazy?
But they obviously it's barely shown. It's so crazy.
Bro, he probably had it. Look, his big old dick keeps slapping at his jacket. That's what it is. Look, if you see that side, back it up a little bit. That's what the problem is, Jamie. Look at that jacket popping up and down from his big old Elvis dick. Look at it.
He's hitting a symbol with it.
Bro, he's making his jacket pop with his dick. I'm with the censors. I'm with the censors. Of course he had a big dick. Yeah. He had everything. He had everything. He had voice, talent, beautiful. You think he's going to have a little dick?
Hell no, man.
All those gifts?
How tall is he?
I don't know. He's probably at least 6 feet tall.
21 years old there.
21.
What a kid, man. Wow.
How can you navigate that at 21 years old? It's him.
I know, man.
Bro, it's him and Michael Jackson. These are the two case studies and people that got too famous.
But sometimes I wonder, man, like, how would I handle that much success at that early age?
Bro, you wouldn't.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
You wouldn't. You would go crazy, bro.
How about you?
Crazy. I would have gone crazy. 64 years ago today, more than 60 million people watched Elvis Presley perform on the Ed Sullivan Show.
Wow.
60 million. That's so crazy. But that's how it used to be, man. And that's why losing control of that is so devastating to mainstream media.